All right. So in this video, we are going to see this count function, the average function, and the sum function as well. Okay. So similar to mean and max, we use the count function as you can see. So first what we do select count of the column name, and similarly we do select average of the column name, and similarly we do the sum of the column name. Okay. So let's try to do that. Okay. First I will go to our query again, and I will copy this one since this is easier to get copied, and then I will write over here. Okay, so first I'm going to use the sum function. Okay, so let's see what is the sum of product price, what is the total product price that we have in our data. Okay, and let's try to run this one, and if I run it, you see the sum of product price is 96844 point this many numbers. Okay, so this is how you can use the sum function, and then you can use the count also. So how many let's say how many data do you have? Okay, so how many number of rows do you have in your data? So in order to get that, okay, count of product price doesn't make any sense because product price is a number column, and taking count doesn't make any sense. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, instead of product price, I will select here all. Okay, so what I'm doing, select count all from the sales data. Okay, and then I will try to run this one. So you see there are 1066 records in our data. Okay, and let's try to get this result. So if I run select all from sales data, let's try to run this much part over here, and you see there are many records over here. And is there any place where it shows the number of records? No. Okay, so what we can do is we can try to go to our file explorer and see whether we have 1066 records or not. Okay, so I'm going to go to the SQL data set, and then we are working on the sales data. So I will open it. So in the sales data, if I try to the number of count the number of rows, so you see we have, if you see this count, we have 1066 over here, right? So what we are doing here, we are doing select count all from the data. That means however now, I mean, whatever number of rows we have in our data, the number of rows will be shown over here. So let's run it again. So this is how you can use the count function. Okay, now we have seen how we can use the sum function. So let me also write that down. So we have, if I take the sum of, let's say, the product price, so instead of, because sum of all now doesn't make sense, right? So sum of product price, again I will run it. So this is our sum of product price, and also let's try to get the average as well. Okay, so if I try to paste it over here, and if I say average, the average function is avg. Okay, now if I try to run this one, you see this is the average. Now you can also do another thing. Okay, instead of taking them differently, okay, what you can do is you can also take them in one query itself. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will take the sum of product price, and then I will hit a comma and put it over here. Then I will hit a comma and put this also. Okay, so what am I doing over here? I am taking the average of product price, the sum of product price, and the count of rows from the sales data. Okay, let's try to run this one, and you see, so we have the average of product price here, we have the sum of product price here, and we have the count. Okay, so this is how you can write down different functions separately, and also you can combine them together, right? So this is how you can use the sum function. Okay, now I want to show you a very interesting thing. So for that, let me try to get the data again. So select all from sales data. So I will get sales data, and I will try to run this one. So what are the columns that we have? We have the product name, product color, and product price. Let's say if I want to see by product color, okay, if I want to see by product color, how, what is the product price? That means if silver has the highest product price, or if something else has the highest product price. If I want to see that, how can I do that? So what I'm going to do is, first I will do select sum here, select sum of product price, sorry, product price. I need to put it like this. Copy this one, paste it here, closing bracket, from, I will hit from sales data, right? I will just make it below. So select sum from product price. Okay, and then I will also get here, since I'm going to show this by product color, So I will get the product color also here. So let me just try to copy the field name and paste it here, comma. So what I'm doing, I'm taking select product color and sum of product price, and then I will do group by. So there is a function called group by, and what group by does, group by will basically take how many unique product colors are there. So as you can see in the data, we have the silver that is getting repeated, right? So if I do group by product color, this this repetition will not happen. Okay, it will show silver only once, na only once. Okay, now let's copy this and group by. I want to group it the data by the product color. Okay, and let's close this one and let's try to. Okay, so you see silver has the product price, total product price like this, and na has the total product price like this. So and you can also change the name, sum of product price. You can just write total price. That's it. And if you, okay, you cannot take the space over here, and then if you try to run this again, so what it is showing is product color. So na has the product price, total product price as this, and silver as this. Okay, now if you want to show the same thing but not by product color but by product name, what you needed to do is instead of color, you can just take name, and here also to put it as name. Okay, and we will discuss this group by uh, in a more excised way. But as of now, you just need to understand what we are doing is mainly we are focusing on the sum, average, and count function. Okay, so this is how you can group the data. So as you can see, so product name. So we have three products name, and what is the total product price for each of the product name. Okay, so that's it for this video. See you in the next lecture.